Welcome to Goodnight, Robin, your someone to say goodnight to. I'm your host, Robin Rice. Tonight's episode is sponsored by Lead Like a Girl. Lead Like a Girl believes in the power of personal leadership and invites us to explore the very concept of leadership itself. Rather than asking, am I a leader? Lead Like a Girl believes we should be asking, how am I a leader? The love of a mother, the plate of cookies from a neighbor who loves to bake, or the moving conversation with an airplane seatmate might be exactly the kind of leadership our world needs most right now. To learn more, visit leadlikeagirl.com or find the link in our show notes. Hey there. Tonight you might hear in the background somebody banging outside my door. They're not actually banging outside my door. They're just putting in a new step on my porch. But I was really happy to have this happen. One, because the porch needed it, but even more so because I asked the guy, his name's Dave, I asked him if he would come in and give me some advice on a problem I was having in the house. And, you know, I'm not all that mechanically inclined. I can figure things out pretty well, but there's a lot of things I don't know. In fact, earlier this winter, I didn't realize that my new house was set on emergency heat, and I had a $500 electric bill, which was insane, and I couldn't figure out what was happening. And then I realized, oh, well, then that was how I got the house. It was turned down in the wrong way. So lesson learned. But when we ask somebody who knows something more than us, one, we give them an opportunity to shine, to show what they know. And Dave was giving me things that I hadn't thought of to solve the challenge I was having. I have a top floor that gets really hot, and then the basement gets really cold in the summer. And, it's not summer now, but when it's going to be soon, and I want to have guests. And I was like, well, how do we solve this? Do we put something here? And he had several solutions that I had not thought of. And I'm really excited about that. And all because I just said, hey, will you let me know? And yeah, okay, it's his job and he'll get some work out of me for it, for sure. But there were solutions that were much easier than ones I was thinking of. And I wonder how often we stop asking other people for advice when they know more than we do. I'm great at knowing what I don't know. Well, we don't know what we don't know in some ways, but there's all kinds of things that I know I don't know. And if I know I don't know something, then I think of, well, who can I ask? And when I ask, it builds community. We've talked about this before on the podcast. Building community because someone is helping you and you're helping someone else. That's really powerful. I was talking a couple of days ago to the woman who runs the local grocery store here. And I didn't know, but a year ago, she'd had a brain aneurysm. And we talked about what it was like to come back from that. And of course, I'd only seen her, running the store, so I thought everything was fine. And she talked about how it was still hard. And then we started talking about the community and how we could do more for the food pantry. And I said, well, I would donate some money if people, just wanted to have a pot available of cash for people who could afford it to put into the pot, and then have other people who couldn't afford fresh vegetables because this is a fresh store, come in and actually be able to use that money. It'd be super, super simple. It's a super simple way to give. I don't even have to worry about going to the food pantry, and those kinds of things. It just would be something that's in there. And she admitted that sometimes she gives a call to someone who, when something is about to be expired and she can't really sell it anymore, she calls them and says, hey, do you want some of this? And they come and pick it up. This is how we build community. We need each other. People need each other, but you have to ask because it's not in fashion to ask anymore. And you have to offer, and you have to brainstorm, and you have to think, how can we do this? I'm sitting there thinking, well, how can I help this woman who's had this brain aneurysm, who's coming back? And maybe all I do is uplift her. Maybe all I do is ask her how she's doing, really ask her how she's doing. And she knows now that I know that I'll be asking how she's really doing. I think that's really powerful in this world. That's the kind of person I want to be. I wonder what you might do, small thing, that would offer yourself to your community, that would allow your community to get to know you. I think that's how we end loneliness, That's my thought for today. As ever, I'm thinking about you. Sweet dreams, my friend.